I'm Lisa Raymond, and I'm a Ward 6 resident. I live in off Lincoln Park and have raised my twins here, and they are now 21, almost 22. And I have worked across the city in both government positions and also for nonprofits. I've represented Ward 6 on the DC State Board of Education and also served as president. And I worked as a senior education advisor for Council Chairman Kwame Brown and Chief of Staff to DC Attorney General Carl Racine. And my current role is as a major gifts officer for Covenant House, Greater Washington. I will say off the bat that I am not committing right now to raising any taxes. I think we have to take a really hard look at savings before we make that choice. And again, this is something that requires a lot of analysis and thought. It's also, as a candidate, I think to say this is something I would support is not responsible because you really have to be in there and understand and do a really an economic analysis to understand the impact. And it does not feel like the right time to be raising taxes. So I do think there are opportunities. Look, I know the cuts are devastating. In my work alone, Covenant House is looking at a 6% decrease and funding, which is over $224,000, which absolutely will impact services. And so I know that these cuts are serious, but I know also from working at the council that there are opportunities for savings. That it takes that really line by line analysis. It takes the work that council members do throughout the year, not just during oversight, but really understanding where the opportunities are to save. One of the other major cost drivers for our residents is childcare. And, this is something that we all have to acknowledge. We need to invest in it as a city. Not only is it the right thing for our children to get them on the right path, it's what our families need to be able to go to work. It's what makes our economy, what makes our city attractive and helps build our economy. And we have the tools for it. We have the all the research that our city and advocates, and I was part of that, back when we were advocating for pre-K 3 and 4. So as a council member, I would be a champion. This would be my absolutely my primary focus. I will say I'm very seriously considering this. We are getting closer. There have been a lot of ideas going around, I think, since early on in everyone's campaigns, and we're all figuring out how ranked choice voting really works. I will say that I've run my race like I would run any other race, and that the goal is to get the most number one votes and to be for me to be respectful of everyone. And I will say it's for the most part a really, I think, smart group of people who have many talents. Yes, I do think I am the most qualified and I'm going for those number one votes, but I am seriously considering, I know in my mind who my number two and number three are, but it's, yes, so stay tuned. We'll see. We'll see.